Havenwood, a name that promised sanctuary. It delivered only secrets. Nestled amidst towering pines, the town felt perpetually shrouded in twilight. The air, thick with the scent of pine needles and damp earth, hung heavy with unspoken truths. Beneath the veneer of normalcy, whispers of a different Havenwood circulated. Stories, passed down through generations, spoke of a shadowy group known as the Children of Lilith. They were said to dwell in the woods, practicing ancient, forbidden rituals. Their deity, Lilith, Adam's first wife, cast out of Eden for her defiance. She became a symbol of rebellion, of female power, but also of darkness, of insatiable hunger. The townsfolk spoke her name in hushed tones, their faces pale with fear. The Children of Lilith were more than just a local legend. They were a chilling reality, lurking beneath the surface, waiting for the right moment to rise. Their whispers echoed through the trees, a constant reminder of the darkness that thrived in Havenwood's heart. Thomas Miller, a man once full of life, was now a shadow, his shoulders slumped with despair. His wife, Sarah, her face etched with worry, clung to him. Their daughter, Emily, the only flicker of light in their darkening world. Emily, their beloved daughter. Struck by a mysterious illness, she withered away day by day. Doctors were baffled, their treatments useless. Hope, once a beacon, dwindled into a faint ember. One night, Thomas stumbled upon a faded pamphlet, Lilith's Embrace, Hope Where There Is None. Desperation, a powerful drug, clouded his judgment. Could this be the answer to their prayers? Could Lilith, the shunned, the feared, offer the salvation that modern medicine could not? The seed of desperation once planted took root quickly. It grew, twisting and consuming their sanity. The whispers of the Children of Lilith, once ignored, now called to them, promising salvation, demanding a terrible price. They found the Children of Lilith deep in the woods, their faces hidden by dark hoods. Their leader, a woman with eyes that burned like embers, spoke of Lilith's power, of her ability to heal, to grant any wish. The price? A virgin sacrifice, a vessel for Lilith's power to flow through. Their gaze fell upon Emily, her frail hand clutching at her mother's skirt. Terror flickered in Sarah's eyes, but Thomas, his heart a knot of desperation, saw only a solution. The Children of Lilith promised a life for a life. Emily's suffering would end. She would become a vessel of Lilith, her pain replaced with power. Their words, laced with honeyed poison, dripped into Thomas and Sarah's ears, dulling their fear, amplifying their desperation. The choice was clear, or so they believed. In their desperation, they clung to this twisted hope, blind to the sinister reality of their decision. The clearing pulsed with an unnatural energy. A ring of stones, ancient and moss-covered, marked the ritual site. Torches flickered, casting dancing shadows on the surrounding trees. The air grew heavy, thick with anticipation and dread. Emily, dressed in a white gown, stood trembling between her parents. Her eyes, wide with fear, darted around the clearing, searching for an escape. But there was none. She was trapped. The chanting started low, a guttural sound that vibrated through the ground. The Children of Lilith, their voices rising in unison, called upon their dark goddess. Their words, laced with power, twisted the very fabric of reality. The ground beneath them throbbed. A low hum resonated through the clearing, growing louder, more insistent. The air crackled with energy. Fear, palpable and suffocating, clutched at their throats. Lilith was coming. The earth split open with a deafening roar. Flames erupted from the chasm, licking at the night sky, and from the heart of the inferno she rose, Lilith. Her beauty was undeniable, yet terrifying. Crimson lips curved into a cruel smile. Her eyes, black as the abyss, held an ancient, knowing hunger that chilled the soul. Great, leathery wings, like those of a bat, unfolded behind her, casting the clearing in shadow. Terror rooted Thomas and Sarah to the spot. They had expected salvation, not this creature of nightmare, but it was too late. They were trapped in their bargain, bound to the will of the goddess they had summoned. Emily whimpered, her hand reaching out for her mother. But Sarah couldn't move, couldn't breathe. The sight of Lilith, terrible and magnificent, froze her blood in her veins. Lilith's laughter echoed across the clearing, a chilling sound that spoke of madness and power. She had come for what was promised. Her gaze, cold and calculating, fell upon Emily, then shifted to the Children of Lilith. "Foolish mortals," she hissed, her voice like silk and gravel. "Did you think you could control me? Did you believe I would honor your pathetic bargain?" Panic erupted. The children of Lilith, their chants dissolving into screams, scattered. But Lilith was swift. She moved like a phantom, her claws slashing through the air, leaving trails of fire in their wake. One by one, they fell. Their screams were cut short, their bodies consumed by flames. The clearing became a scene of carnage, bathed in the light of the inferno and the chilling laughter of their scorned goddess. Thomas and Sarah could only watch in horror as Lilith turned her gaze upon them. Their blood ran cold. They were mere insects in her presence, powerless to resist. But instead of striking them down, she did something far more terrifying. She smiled. "You," she purred, her gaze fixed on Emily. "You have something I need." Emily, paralyzed with terror, could only whimper as Lilith approached. Reaching out, the goddess caressed Emily's cheek, her touch sending a shiver down the girl's spine. "Don't be afraid, child," Lilith murmured, her voice a silken whisper. "I can give you power beyond your wildest dreams. We will remake this world in our image, you and I." As Lilith spoke, a strange calmness washed over Emily. The fear remained, but it was overshadowed by something else, a sense of purpose, of destiny. The flames subsided. The screams faded into silence. Only the crackle of dying embers and the heavy scent of blood remained. Lilith was gone, vanished into the night, and standing amidst the carnage, untouched by the fire, was Emily. Her eyes, once filled with fear, now burned with an eerie, otherworldly light. Gone was the frail, sickly girl. In her place stood a figure of power, her features hardened, her gaze filled with chilling resolve. The whispers of Lilith echoed in her mind, no longer whispers of fear but of guidance, of promise. Emily was no longer a victim, she was a vessel, filled with the essence of a fallen angel, destined for greatness. Havenwood would tremble before her. The world would know the true meaning of fear. This was only the beginning. The reign of Lilith had just begun.